to say came across, I think I saw it on TikTok, Drew McIntyre. I think he probably posted it on Twitter as well. But he made a video to talk about Elimination Chamber. And first of all, did you see the video of him getting his knee drained?
Yeah, I did. It was kind of yucky.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of yucky.
The body, the human body is a strange thing, dude.
Oh, it's incredible.
Like, how are you just like, you're just like vacuuming out fluid from his knee?
Just sucking it out
It's
of his knee.
Nasty, bro.
And then he goes out there
and wrestles.
He didn't wrestle. Yeah, he wrestled.
Yeah, and then loses to Jimmy.
Yeah, it was SmackDown. I'm still thinking. I don't know why I'm thinking Raw.
Annoying.
Yeah, and then lost in a roll up. Well,
I know. Whatever. Anyway,
the fact is he friggin' went out there and wrestled after fluid drained from his knee.
But so the thing that he's there talking about Elimination Chamber, hyping up the match and being in it and how he's gonna win, blah blah blah, right? But what I thought was interesting, and I don't feel like people are really talking about this until basically this week when people kind of like realized, nothing's come out of this, was when John Cena was doing the Royal Rumble press conference, and he basically asked the people who would be in the chamber with him to come for him and like put him down, like bury him, do something, because he was just putting himself into the Elimination Chamber match. And nobody has said anything about Cena. None of the people that are in the match have said anything. And so McIntyre is the first one to call him out, essentially, days before the Elimination Chamber. And it feels like such a missed opportunity, because people have definitely been mentioning the absence of Cena, because there were people that were disappointed that he, his first match was the Rumble and that we weren't going to see him again until the Elimination Chamber. And it's like, so much for all those dates. That's what people were feeling. So the easiest way to get people to remember that Cena is going to be there, besides the hyping of the matches and the graphics or whatever, would be for Punk to call him out, for Seth Rollins to call him out, Drew to call him out. And it's kind of is interesting that they completely avoided that altogether. Like, I don't know if that was on purpose, because it's like, oh well, he's not here, we don't want to talk about him, or if there's ulterior motives there, because people have discussed the possibility, which I don't think is happening, but of Cena being The Rock's guy, with Cody turning him down. So is it like, oh, we don't want to say anything because he's going to end up doing that? I don't know, but I feel like it would have been cool to kind of hear a little bit more trash talk, I think, especially because of him taking that liberty of being like, I'm in the Elimination Chamber and I'm not doing matches to get in there. Mm-hmm. I'm just in there. Like that. Why wouldn't you call that out?
Yeah. You absolutely should call that out if you're Drew. It makes the most sense. That's what I like about this day, or this hype towards the chamber, is that it feels like it's properly hyped for the people in it. Mm-hmm. And John Cena, obviously being the untouchable, he's John Cena. He can just declare, and it's understood. Of course, of all people to make a comment publicly and just themselves, it's Drew McIntyre.
But you know what else? We've talked about this. The possibility of the Mania match being Drew versus Cena. So that would also be why he's the only one who has said anything. Because when we've looked at the Elimination Chamber, we kind of feel like, we don't know what's going to happen, because everything that it's going to be a domino effect based on who wins. So it's like, we don't know what everybody else is going to do. But if you take one person out, no matter what combination you're doing, you can kind of be like, okay, we think we know what's going to happen. Like, if you think Punk's going to win, okay, so that means Punk versus Cody. So that leaves like Seth unaccounted for. Roman is still unaccounted for. Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, John Cena, all of these people don't have a Mania match. So it makes sense to be like, okay, well, you think maybe Rollins is going to go and face Roman. Maybe Logan is going to go do this, maybe with AJ Styles or something. Maybe, I don't know. But there is that possibility that Drew could face Cena, and that could be the explanation for why he's the only one who have said anything, because they didn't want to tease any sort of potential match with any of the other people, because people do want to see him against CM Punk again. People do want to see him against Seth Rollins. They do want to see like maybe him against Roman Reigns. Maybe they want to see him against Logan Paul. So I don't know. That could be the tactic, but I wish that if that were the case, that they maybe had done it a little bit sooner than Drew kind of just doing it on his own social media.